Hi there, Zam here for NerdTube, and let me just extend this. I'll be doing another wilderness cooking reaction video. This is a whole chicken fried under a bucket. The fried has got me intrigued. How's he going to pull that off? Anyway, let's start watching this and finding out. Looks like he's once again building his method to cook the chicken the way he wants to. And look at the glorious Azerbaijan. These drone shots are amazing. You can tell spring is in the air, the blossoming of the flowers and so on. And here he is with his chicken, whole chicken. And there's his portable stove, which is run on wood. There's a better way to cook your food than the natural way. A guy that probably doesn't even know what an electricity bill is. He gets that water fountain going fast enough, he could probably make his own electricity that way. Let's go throw the chicken in there. Oh, he's giving him a little something. Unusual. Very unusual. That's a long ass chicken neck, by the way. That chicken neck is... Maybe they were roosters, I don't know. Love it. The sun-dried chilies. Making his own seasoning, his own spice, his own flavouring. I personally would have diced the garlic a little bit to help with this method, but you know what? Kudos to him. He probably wants every bit of garlic juice in there and not on the chopping board table. That rosemary, thyme, or whatever it may be. He grows it himself and washes it himself. He's got his own wilderness cooking bowls and wilderness cooking utensils. going up in the world. Tomato puree. Looks like oil, olive, vegetable, sunflower, whatever it may be. And some salt. I assume that's salt. The other spices I'm not too familiar with, but I'm glad he's using them. Flavour is fundamental. Love it, marinate that chicken, baby. Buckets. This has got me very curious to see how he pulls this off. Building some sort of perimeter around these buckets using these rocks. He obviously wants to contain the heat, I guess. And he does this. Excuse me, it's gone past midnight as I'm doing this. Alright, so you've got the size sorted. Take the buckets out. I'm sure they'll go back in there eventually. Always filling this with dirt. Fascinating. I think adding all that extra dirt in there like kind of fills in the gaps around the rocks, creates some sort of insulation on the sides. That's just a laboured guess. Ain't fucking around, man. Luckily he's got the right pole, piece of wood, whatever you want to call it, to cut up for this. It's pretty straight, pretty long. There were 6 buckets, I believe, so I'm sure each one of these is coordinated with each bucket. I believe from seeing the pictures earlier that he'll probably stick a chicken in one of those things. One of those bits of wood. He puts the chicken over the wood, and then he puts the bucket over the chicken. He is shaving it down to size though. And if he's doing 6 chickens, that's 6 poles. That's a lot of trimming. A lot of work. A lot of grafting. Aha. Love the way you use the back of the axe as a hammer. Awesome. This is starting to make a bit of sense now. Look how even it all is. It's a dog's life, huh? It's almost comical. Now remember, he said he was going to fry these. Yeah, he does look funny. With the necks there as well. Now, if he ends up like oven cooking them by just throwing some coal on there, fair enough, but that won't be frying. Yeah, to keep it airtight, I guess. Putting a bit of weight down on top. Yeah, this is what I thought was going to happen. Just want to clarify that this isn't frying. It's grilling. It's oven cooking. No, it's not grilling. It's oven baking. The charcoal method. Unless he does something before he lights that shit up to make me feel that it is frying. There's a lot of hay going on here. This is something I wasn't expecting. It still ain't frying though. Frying requires oil. It just fries in its own oil. Well, that still wouldn't be frying in a way, because it would still be oven cooking, because you can cook stuff in its own oil in the oven. It happens all the time because the meat extracts its oil. Let's hope this turns out the way he's expecting it to. Yeah, it must be quite toxic, the smoke. It is very engrossing. You put some more hay. More hay. The amount of hay he's using is quite remarkable. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I do, because I'm not necessarily appreciating it. But if it has to be done, it has to be done. Just how long does that shit last when you're burning it? I mean, if you want that bucket to get nice and hot so you can cook that chicken, then will the hay be sufficient? I mean, does it burn too quickly? Does it, once it's burnt, does it stay like charcoal and remain hot and heated for a period of time? It's hard to say. Yeah, grating a potato. Is he doing some hash browns maybe? Grating a carrot. Now, I'm not sure if I've ever seen carrot and potato grated as hash browns before. I'm not saying it's not possible. It does seem like a decent combination. And now I'm not so sure what the fuck's going on. That is a cucumber. So grated potato, grated carrot, grated cucumber. It was definitely a potato, it wasn't an onion. Those are the spring onions, or in America as you would say green onions. Dice that coriander up nicely. That is potato, that is not onion, is it? It is hard to say. Maybe it is onion. And red cabbage as well. There's a newcomer to the garnishes of Wilderness Cooking. You don't often see this. Oh, is that water? Doesn't look like oil. And he's mixing it up. Some sort of coleslaw. If you use like a pickling juice, then yeah, maybe it is a coleslaw. Those rocks have gone proper black. It would be nice to get some sort of idea of how much time has passed. Oh wow, that looks pretty good. Looks really good. I have to say, very impressed. Look at that crispiness on the chicken. All the juices have run pouring down to the bottom of the chicken. That's why it doesn't look as crispy at the bottom as it does on the top. But nevertheless, it looks fabulous. Oh, pulling off the bone, you know, it's always a good sign. That skin's going to be delicious as well. Interesting way of cutting it up. I will never get rid of that skin. I'll be devouring that skin right now. And this homemade coleslaw. My only issue is the meat itself. Like, how flavoursome is it? When he marinated those chickens, it's not like he marinated them overnight. I'm sure the chicken itself is cooked very well and it tastes very nice. It's the flavour.
Super.
Well, I bet it is. And that is our time in Azerbaijan with Wilderness Cooking for another day. Let me know what you think regarding this video and some of my other reactions to Wilderness Cooking. I've done a few. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of. Take care. Bye bye.